PLC Network here at Digital Experience 2019. We are standing in front of a familiar face here, David, who's representing somebody a little different this time. This is HELM Audio, which you might be familiar with. We've actually done a story with your TWS earbuds here recently. It wound up actually doing really good. At first, it came across as a pretty decent pair of headphones, and we started testing further into it and had to go back and even update that story, because we realized that once we got them out of the building, our building is a mess of wireless frequencies. It is a congested building.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And once we got out of that, when we realized, in a normal consumer environment, they had incredible range, just like they claimed. So at first we're like, okay, about 30 feet. It's like we don't see the range quite yet, but oh wait, we're wrong. It completely blew us away.
Yeah,
and we wound up actually taking it out.
Right
we wound up actually taking it out and giving it a stress test.
Exactly.
They took it out to the gym and put it into the spa area, where they got I think it was more than 80 feet, and they beat the previous winners in terms of that had best distance and waterproof or water resistance.
I love it.
So not only that, you got good distance, but you got water resistance that's above than what it was rated. So not that we're saying, hey,
better
this
than
is
IPX4.
Above, it's rated.
We can only
IPX4.
stand by IPX4.
Yeah, but it's sustained.
But they act like IPX6 or more.
It's sustained about like 30 to 60 minutes in like a dense steam room.
Our testing procedures are let's test and then let's not overmarket.
Exactly. Don't want to make any promises.
Authenticity is a big deal to us.
Absolutely.
Sure,
so these headphones, they're entering the market just now.
Yep. They'll be available in 2 weeks on Amazon and on helmaudio.com. And James, you're exactly right. We have a proprietary helix antenna that we put into these bad boys that we didn't know would work as well as we were hoping for. Maybe twice the industry standard range of 35 feet.
Right.
And it ended up to be around 80, 90 feet obstructed. I'm not talking about straight line of view. I'm talking about in an obstructive building. I put them in my gym locker, my phone.
Right.
Put them in my ears, go out and work out, and they can stay in there. And that's pretty special when you can work out deviceless like that.
What's amazing about that is these are TWS. They're not just your typical pair of wireless earbuds.
Exactly.
So normal wireless earbuds, they can typically get sometimes past 35 feet, like we were discussing a few brands earlier. But for TWS, usually you can't get anywhere near the industry average, let alone 80 feet or more.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this worked out.
You got something to boast about for sure.
Exactly. When we literally looked at pain points of what aren't people getting out of true wireless. One was sound quality, audio experience.
Right.
Something that people forgot about headphones, evidently, was an important thing. Another thing was fit, and then the last thing was range.
Right.
So we killed the range, but we also spent a lot of time on sound quality, 6 months of tuning, just to make sure these things had by far the best bass frequency response you'll ever hear in a TW. And once you have that bass foundation, you can do the right things to the top end to make them warm and clear. So that's one thing that we're really proud of. And then the fit is more like an IM, in the sense that it actually gives a lot of good noise isolation and fits snugly in your ear so you can work out with them and feel that they're secure.
And so this note we have here is something that's coming out this summer. It's not ready yet.
Yeah.
So you're still working on this. So what do we have here?
So we have a planar that it's going to be affordable.
Okay.
Which is our main thing.
That's
going to come out at $299.
$299.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it compares with your top end planars and
Hi-Fi Man and all those other brands.
Yeah, you know how they get. It's got actually rectangular drivers, which actually improve the overall sound stage. A little wider range, like an ovular ear. Circular drivers are a little narrower.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, what we love about these things is they have great efficiency. They're a little more streamlined, all aluminum alloy construction. So it's almost like wears like I hate to use the word, but that other brand that's people love to wear that's sort of streamlined and looks good, but still is an audiophile quality headphone, which is rare. Usually that looks like you're wearing some sort of aircraft mechanic gear. So we tried to make something that was streamlined and comfortable, but still sounded great. I would call it a real flat frequency response with a little bit of love. There's a little bit of sound curve to honor the Fletcher Munson factor, of course, to get technical. But the bottom line, that just means things sound great, but you also hear all the details that you want to hear as artists intended, basically,
So both of these headphones, both the Planar and the TWS, is everything handled in-house, or did you bring somebody in like Luca or anybody else? names we've heard in the past.
Yeah, no, it was great because I got to work with Luca.
Okay.
So I stole all his magic secrets.
Okay, awesome. So you picked his mind and you
Exactly,
put it in the
and
air.
learned everything I could in terms of tuning.
Okay, so you tuned everything in-house.
Yep.
Okay.
Tuned everything in-house. All our acoustic design is in-house. All our ID design is in-house. But you know, for efficiency and manufacturing sake, we're making sure that things are at the same time streamlined. So it's the best balance of in-house design, acoustic design, and quality to make sure that all the tests are done. But you know, they're made in China.
Yeah.
And we're proud to say of it.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, we have no problem with that.
Yeah,
you can actually buy them.
Redefines
you don't have
that
to
when
sell
you-
your car,
Yeah.
and you can get the best sounding, you know, quality headphones. That
Exactly.
way.
When you put something like this on your ears, you know, that it redefines your whole attituite about made in China. You know, you realize that, wait a minute, okay,
Listen first.
This is good.
Yeah, listen first and then listen at, you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
the TWS headphones, those really explain it all right there.
Yeah,
so we can't
exactly.
wait to actually hear these eventually.
yeah,
in the
these
future.
really shine, and another really cool thing is we use all silver coiling, highest conductive metal on the planet.
Okay.
So that increases efficiency, detail, transients. The top end is so clear, but so warm because of it. It really is an added factor, and no one else is doing that. Only ones out there doing it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So $299 this
Yep.
summer.
Yep.
Okay. And anytime this summer, or do you got a specific kind of window you're
I'm
looking
going to
at?
say early summer.
Early
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check them out. It's helmaudio.com, right?
Yep,
If I remember right? Yep,
helmaudio.com.
helmaudio.com.
Yep.
Their TWS headphones are amazing.
Yep.
We look forward to learning more about these as they come into the market. And David, thank you so much.
Thank you, James. Awesome to talk to you. Take care.
If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.